video, I'm going to demo how to use the XMC Item Finder plugin. You can get the plugin from the Chrome Market Store, or if it is still not published and it's not available, you can obviously take the zip from the GitHub and then unzip it and then add it through the load unpacked, which is a manual process, and that's available in the README. Once that is available and you have pinned it, you can click this icon to get to your plugin. So first of all, you have to go and set up the manage environment, wherein you specify the XMC environment. Like if you have 3 or 4 environments like sit, dev, prod, and you want to check items across those, you have to specify the environment name one by one, like the sit environment. Then the environment domain name, like for example, the domain for an environment would be https:// and then the project name .sitecorecloud.io. Just pick that part without the /end/ and then paste that here. The scApikey is a security settings API key, and that's specified in the README. So that's one thing. Apart from that, you have the Experience Edge key, which is part of the deployment app or the Sitecore deploy app. You can go and pick it up from there. I have specified that in the README also. Apart from that, other things are optional, or if you want to invoke the voice API or the speech API and then also use chat completion, you can get these as specified in the README and put it here and then save it. So once you have done that, you can go to the item finder. I've already done for one of the environment, which is sit1, specified specific XM Cloud environment URL and all that stuff. So I have got dev1 here. So now I'm going to check for something which is very commonly available across environment, and let's see how it behaves here. Like I'm going to do Sitecore because it's the root item, and then specify the language. Now when I click find, it goes off to the preview endpoint and it's available there, and the Experience Edge endpoint, it's also available there. So now I'll show another scenario where I've got tooltip here. This tooltip just goes and tells details about this particular field, which is nothing but the details about Sitecore ID and Sitecore path, because I have got a prompt there specifying what is Sitecore ID and path. So it goes and finds that and specifies that back to you. So it goes to the API, Azure API, because I've specified the necessary
To find the
details.
Sitecore item ID or Sitecore item path from the content tree, follow these steps. 1. Log into the Sitecore backend/editor. 2. Open Content Editor. This is where you see the content tree. 3. From the content tree, navigate to the item for which you want to find the ID or item path. 4. When you select an item in the content tree, its details will appear on the right side panel. For item ID, 1. Under the Quick Info section, you will find the item ID. It's a GUID represented as a 32-digit hexadecimal number and is enclosed in curly braces.
So I just moved away from that because there is so much information coming from that. So now I'm going to specify an item that is present in the master database but not available in web, or in other words, I have not published this one. So I'm going to see what happens in this case. So I'll specify the environment, specify the ID again, and specify en. In this case, what it does is when you do a find, it automatically, if it is not found in Experience Edge, I have given a reasoning out there. So it's going to specify the same in through the chat completion API. Let's see that.
There can be several reasons why a Sitecore item is not found in Experience Edge. 1. Sync delay. Sitecore synchronization process with Experience Edge isn't immediate, so there might be a slight delay before it appears. You should wait for a while, then refresh and check again. 2. Publishing issue. The item may not have been published. In Sitecore, changes made to items in the content editor aren't pushed to the delivery database, and thus, the Experience Edge, until they're formally published. Check whether the item is in the final workflow state and has been properly published. 3. Indexing issue. If the item has been published but isn't showing up, there may be an issue with the indexing. Double-check your indexing configuration settings. 4. Configuration problem. The data may not be configured correctly for synchronization with Experience Edge. Do thorough checks for Experience Edge configurations. 5. Possible errors. If none of the above are issues, check your logs for possible errors while sending items to Experience Edge. If the issue persists, please reach out to Sitecore support team. They can provide further troubleshooting assistance and guidance.
Okay, so it was just trying to give you troubleshooting techniques through the chat completion API. So this is what I wanted to cover. Like if the final thing, if I put a random one which is not available in both of them, so it throws an status that it's not available anywhere. So that's about it. Thanks for watching.